All right, let's go. Second half of our post-basketball Saturday afternoon doubleheader. Men's edition between Jefferson and Post. It's a rematch of the 2024 CACC semifinals where Jefferson won that matchup 70-58 against Post en route to their CACC title last year in 2024. Ashton Miller, Justin Hawkins, Sean Fullerton, Jeremiah Dorsey, all four Rams players averaging double-figure scoring this season. And for the Eagles, they will be without Dane Dieng here today. Not in the building, not dressed, so the Eagles without their leading scorer trying to get it done against the defending CACC champions. And with that, we say hello and welcome courtside, everyone. Griffin Cass on hand. Glad you're back with us here in the Judner Center. Eagles women's basketball just got blitzed by Jefferson in the first half of our doubleheader. Jefferson comes to this one 10-7 overall, 4-3 in conference, 5-5 on the road. Your Eagles, they come into this one 10-9 overall, 4-3 in conference, 3-5 here at home. As we take a look at our starting lineups for the Eagles, Derek Thomas II, Bola Cott, Harrison Warnock, Tyler Small, Taquan Williams, your 5. And for Jefferson, Justin Hawkins, Ashton Miller, Jeremiah Dorsey, Sean Fullerton, and Farouk Kaba making his 5th start of the season. Head coach for Jefferson, Jimmy Riley, in his 3rd season. Mark Kuntz, 8th season at the helm here for the Eagles. Ready to go, Eagles and Rams. Rams went 23-9 last year overall, 12-4 overall. As the Eagles last season, 21-10 overall, 10-6 in CACC play. Jefferson coming off of a win against Chestnut Hill at home, 80-68 in their previous matchup. Eagles back home after a 2-game road trip where they beat Georgian Court on Saturday, 65-56, and then on the 22nd at Caldwell, they lost 57-56. All right, ready to go, Rams and Eagles. Second half of our post-basketball doubleheader. Jefferson in their dark blue uniforms, Eagles in the home whites. Ready to get it going, jump it up. Eagles have lost the last 3 meetings against the Rams, including that playoff matchup in the CACC semifinals. 28th all-time meeting. It's underway with the Eagles controlling the tip. Post 4-23 all-time against Jefferson. Rematch of the CACC semifinals from a year ago. Here we go. Yeah, no Dane Dieng. Where is the offense going to come from for the Eagles? Missing 17.8 points per game in Dieng. Small. Seven to shoot. This will be a Taquan Williams 3, and he rips the cords to open up the scoring. Taquan Williams started at all 18 games this season coming into today, averaging 11 per game. Jefferson trying to defend their title here in 24-25, and they commit a turnover on their first offensive possession here this afternoon. Jefferson certainly had some turnover, I should say, due to the transfer portal after winning the conference championship. This will be Williams, and Small closed out there by Miller. Hawkins will defend, and Small will shoot over Hawkins and drill it. It's a triple. So Eagles start 2 for 2 from 3, and they have a 6-0 lead here to begin things. A little over a minute gone in this first half. Again, so glad you're with us here on this Saturday afternoon at the Judner Center, late January. Season starting to come to an end. This will be a 3, and Akat climbs the ladder and has it poked free out of bounds there by Kaba. Eagles finding success very early offensively, 2 for 2 from 3. Akat slips back door, and Williams now will be defended by Miller. Akat, the bounce, Warnock, the drive, the knife, the scoop with the left hand, and what a start for the Eagles, leading at 8-0. 2 minutes gone here in the first half. without Dang Dieng, their first team All-CACC selection from a year ago. Kaba. Cross. Handle on display. Throw it to the foul line. Fullerton, Jay, no, and Williams harnesses a rebound. Into the attacking 47 goes Williams. Uses the Warnock screen. Warnock, the cross, the chisel, the pirouette, and the kick to Thomas. Thomas thought three, pulls up from the foul line and drills it. Yeah, need a timeout for Jefferson. Eagles off to an excellent start, leading 10-0. 17:21 to play in this first half. Eagles red hot from the field, 4 for 4, and a 10-point lead. Out of the quick Jefferson timeout, Eagles red hot to start this game offensively. 4 for 4 from the field, 2 for 2 from 3. And they are off to a 10-0 start without their best player, Dang Dieng. Miller has got Hawkins, and Hawkins a DHO. Fullerton, Jefferson trying to get on the board here. This will be a Dorsey 3, and it dribbles in, and Williams a little shaken up after the play. Trey Duncan getting set to sub in here. Williams will need some attention from the medical staff, and we'll step aside. All right, Williams able to walk on his own power there. A great sign for Eagles fans. He's been so huge for posts here in his second season with the Eagles, a sophomore. So Trey Duncan, the junior from Meriden, will sub in here for the Eagles. Akot, Thomas, Small, Warnock, and Duncan. 5 on the floor for post. Warnock hands it off. Thomas looking for a handoff, and he picks up his dribble. Small, back to Thomas, rise and fire. Bodies hit the deck, and a foul, I believe, will be called on post. Yeah, they get on Warnock with the loose ball foul. Fullerton into the attacking 47. Cabo will rise, fire 3 on its way, and it's short. And the rebound there by Hawkins, hooks and scores. So Jefferson goes on a mini 5-0 run to answer the Eagles' 10-0 run to start, and it's a 5-point Eagles lead. Thomas nearly tied up, finds Small, open 3. Jefferson running with a galloping Fullerton, and the pull-up J trickles in. So a 7-0 Jefferson run after the 10-0 run by the Eagles to begin things. 4.5 gone here in this first half. Glad you're with us on the CACC Network. Griffin Castle and here at the Drumner Center at Post University in Waterbury, Connecticut. Warnock, cross, spin, kick, Akot with the 3. Akot only a 28% three-point shooter. He sticks that one in the Eagles and the Jefferson 7-0 run. Good denial there by Small, and Williams will sub back in. Great sign for Eagles fans. Small subs out. Williams in. 5 minutes gone here in this first half. Eagles 5 for 7 shooting from the field. Can they sustain this type of efficiency? Dorsey get it in. Fullerton thought about the J, and the clock closes. Eight to shoot. Kaba makes his move, slithering inside, goes up and banks it home for 2. A gorgeous move there by the sophomore from the Bronx, and it's back to a 4-point game. Deflected out of bounds there by Kaba, as Kyle Alsey will sub into the game for the first time, and Thomas will sit. Warnock will uncork a 3, and this is a Miller rebound and the gallop into the front court. Cross, handoff. Dorsey with Williams to defend, and the swing for Fullerton. Hawkins will knife, bulldoze his way for 2+1, a chance at a 3-point play for the junior. Isaiah Thomas McLean, the Westchester University transfer, a junior, and Troy McGregor, the senior, subbing into the game for the first time here for Jefferson. So Thomas McLean, McGregor, Hawkins, Miller, and Kaba, the 5 on the floor here for Jefferson, as Hawkins completes a 3-point play. All right, Jefferson settling into this one. Was down 10-0 to start. Now they're only down 1. 6 minutes gone here in the first half. Looking for a cut. He's got a cut. Wants a screen from Warnock. The kick out for Duncan. Close out by Thomas McLean. And a Williams pull-up is cash. Eagles 6 for 9 from the field. Rams 5 for 8. Miller trying to dart in. Kicks one out. A Thomas McLean 3 on its way and off of the heel. Long shot, long rebound. Warnock tracks it down. Alsey under the basket, hooks, and scores. Nice penetration there by Williams. And the Eagles back up 5. 7 minutes gone here in this first half. Glad you're with us on the CACC network. Eagles 7 for 10 from the field. McGregor. Thomas McLean, a 3. First season here with the Rams. Nice back and forth action here to begin things in this first half. Warnock lost it. Turnover, Eagles. Shane Sircone into the game for the first time. Freshman from Buffalo. Hawkins will sub out, so it's Sircone, Miller, McGregor, Kaba, and Thomas McLean. 5 on the floor here for Jefferson. Rob Sanders into the game for the first time, so Sanders, Williams, Small, Alsey, and Thomas, the 5 on the floor here for Post. Again, without Deng Dieng here today, it'll be Kaba loading one up from 3, and it settles in for number 10. He's off to a nice start here for Jefferson. Now 2 for 3 from the field. He's got 5. He and Hawkins have combined for 10 of the Jefferson 15 points. Kaba another triple, short, and Thomas the board. Fullerton getting set to sub back in for Jefferson as Williams is tied up. So a little bit of a confusion with the score. It should be 18 points for Jefferson, not 15 as it reads on the scoreboard. As they sort it out, so 18-17 Jefferson. Approaching the midway point of this first half. Yeah, Jefferson down 10-0 to start, but now lead at 18-17. Took that first punch from the Eagles. And this will be a Kaba baseline drive. Oh, nice step through the fade. Missed it, got his miss. Kicks it out. Thomas McLean, high archer 3. Missed everything. Hawkins, the junior, back into the game here for Jefferson. As we get a few substitutions in for the Eagles. Anthony Chin into the game for the first time. So it's Thomas, Akot, Chin, Sanders, and Warnock. 5 on the floor here for Post. Chin runs into the double team and fouled. Caught, driving, pulling, pinballing out, and Fullerton boards. McGregor into the attacking 47. The extra feed to Hawkins. McGregor. Hawkins. Spin. Chisel. Pirouette and the fade. He averages 15.5 on the season, does Hawkins, and he leads the way for Jefferson now with 7. Jefferson on an 8-0 run. Takes a 20-17 lead, spinning a cot. Midway through this first half. The backpedaling Warnock, the chisel, the spin. Warnock inside and negotiates his way for 2. A gorgeous move there by the graduate student. Warnock flashing middle. Sircone doubled. And Eagles back off a little bit. Sanders defending McGregor, and the DHO with Sircone. Kicks it out. Hawkins, quick drive, runs into a wall, leans, flips, and scores. Too big, too strong. Justin Hawkins, 9 points here for Jefferson to begin things. Yeah, he's going to be a force to handle inside. It'll be a catch and shoot. Sanders 3. A little too much on it. McGregor. Pumped it, dries it, slithers inside off of the knife and missed it, and Warnock boards. 9 minutes to play here in this first half. 22-19 lead for Jefferson. Akot dancing, fading, tough pull-up. Quick pace here. Fullerton, the bump, the kick. Fullerton, no hesitation, off of the heel. Crossed by Akot, fouled on the floor. As Dorsey and Miller and Cabo will get set to sub back in here for Jefferson. McGregor, Thomas McLean, and Sircone sub out. Williams, Small, and Ulsey out onto the floor here for the Eagles, so we'll update the 5 here for both teams. It's Warnock, Akot, Williams, Small, and Ulsey. The 5 on the floor here for Post. Dorsey, Miller, Hawkins, Kaba, and Fullerton. The starting 5 back out onto the floor here for Jefferson. Oh, quick drive there by Warnock. Got fouled, and he'll go earn 2 the hard way. Warnock third on the team in points per game, 12.7 this year, 63% for the free throw line. Solid crowd on hand here at the Drubner Center. Cabo whips a pass. Fullerton kicks one. Dorsey will dart in and a spray out for a Cabo 3. And Fullerton snatches a rebound. Fresh 20. Stripped. Yep, off of his knee. What a strip there by Akot. And Eagles ball with 7:57 to play in the first half. Trailing by 2. Without their leading scorer, Dang Dieng, here this afternoon. Hawkins leading the way for Jefferson with 9. Warnock and Williams each have 5 to lead the way for Post as Warnock draws another foul. And back to the free throw line where he was just 1 for 2. Warnock ties it up. Approaching the late stage, I should say, of this first half. Thomas in. Warnock will sit.
Hey guys, send them down to the X, please.
As Cosby Napoleon into the game for the first time. Miller. Cabo DHO, Fullerton, kick it, Dorsey, pump, flyby, baseline J. Akot in, and Williams will sub out. Eagles 8 for 15 from the field. Rams 9 for 19. The pull-up pop, Miller. Akot, quick drive, lost it. And the save, and Jefferson running with Miller. Miller takes it in, leaves it. Kaba. And Thomas, a good board for the Eagles. Under 7 minutes to play in this first half. All knotted up at 22 apiece. Rematch of the CACC semifinals. Drive kick, Duncan 3. Pinball's out. And Dorsey will slow it down, and Jefferson going to get into a set. Nice job by Akot getting into the passing lane, and the Eagles are running. Akot weaving. Slithering. Fading. Miller rebounding. And into the attacking 47. Bumping with Small. Double. And a turnover. Thomas tracks it down. Goes inside. Big finish. And a timeout called. It's 24-22 Eagles on a 7-0 run. 5:53 to play here in this first half. Eagles on a 7-0 run to take a 24-22 lead. Eagles 9 for 18 from the field to start. Rams 9 for 22. Turnovers here. Both teams have committed 4. And the rebounding battle, Jefferson 13, Post 10. Dorsey, Miller, Napoleon, Kaba, and Fullerton. 5 on the floor here for Jefferson. Williams, Akot, Duncan, Thomas, and Warnock. The 5 here for the Eagles. Kaba tried to laser one inside to Fullerton, and it went out of number 11's hands, out of bounds. 5th turnover by Jefferson here in this first half. Small and Akot out. Williams loads one up. And climbing the ladder for the board, Fullerton. An excellent board coming up on 5 minutes to play in this first half. The cross by Miller, the feed, and Kaba will chisel in. Miller across the lane. Napoleon, rip through, hop step, the fade. Napoleon, tough J, too strong. Karam's out too small, and Eagles will reset. Williams. Bounces, Warnock. Doubled, spins, baseline. Offensive, got him for the hook.
We can't be out on and on. You gotta be able to run the baseline. You can't be out.
Jefferson patient in breaking the Eagles' press. Travel on Dorsey. 6th turnover now for Jefferson. They average 13.9 per game as Akot will sub in and Duncan will sub out. Akot backdoor. Oh, he missed it. Miller rebounds and gallops into the front court with acceleration. Scoops, foul, block. They get it on Thomas. .417 to play in this first half. The freshman Sir Cone will sub back in. Cross, Miller, spin, shovel. Dorsey trying to negotiate his way inside, and we get a foul on the floor. They get it on Williams. Jefferson trying to end this Eagles 7-0 run. Dorsey dashes in. The fade. Small will fade. And Dorsey will throw it at Sircone, running the floor for 2. Tie game. Jefferson ends the 7-0 run. A caught tough pull-up and fouled. Joakim Radcliffe ready to sub in for the first time, and Duncan at the scores table for the Eagles. Lacotte has a cut he'll need to be attended to by the athletic training staff with 3:10 to play in this first half. First free throws of the game here for Urquhart. He shot the most free throws on the season out of anybody by far. He's taken 130 and made 92 on the year. Williams, Urquhart, Thomas, Duncan, and Radcliffe. The 5 on the floor here for the Eagles. The Eagles lead it by 2, coming up on 3 minutes to play in this first half. Rematch of the CACC semifinals from a year ago, where Jefferson won that 70-58 en route to their CACC title. Trying to defend that title here in 24-25. 10-7 on the year, 4-3 in conference. Eagles in the North Division, Rams in the South Division. The pirouette move there by Dorsey could not get it to go, and Urquhart coming the other way with numbers. Urquhart, pull up, it's good. A triple. Oh, he laced that one. Nothing but net for Urquhart. And he's got 8 now to lead the way for Post. Fullerton the answer? You bet, a 3. Fullerton, a 47% three-point shooter. Jefferson as a team shoots the 3 ball very well, 37% as a squad. They are 4 for 11 from downtown here this afternoon. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Urquhart wants the ISO. He's got the ISO. Pulls it back, swing it. Thomas, a rise, a fire, a 3 is down the hatch for Thomas. So Derek Thomas, the second, and his fifth star of the year, has got 7. Kaba, drive, reverses, good, and a foul. No, before the shot. Get it on the floor with 1:42 to play here in the first half. Dorsey. Urquhart deflects it out of bounds. On the doorstep for Miller. Bumping with Thomas, flipping up a wild shot, and Thomas secures it for the Eagles. Williams. Handed off Urquhart. The spin. Thomas puts it on the deck, turns, shoots, and scores. What a first half for Derek Thomas. 9 points to lead the way for Post. He only averages 6.1 on the season, and he's eclipsed that total here in this first half. Dorsey, drive, knifes, feed it to Kaba on the cut. He'll kick it out, the extra feed to Miller. And a foul on the floor. They get it on a cot with 1 minute even to play here in this first half. Eagles putting together an excellent first half without Deng Dieng. Dieng was a first-team all-conference selection last year. And a 1-and-1 here. Cabo will shoot. 86% free throw shooter on the season. Small in, Duncan out. No player on either side in the game in double figures. Thomas leads the way with 9 for Post, and Hawkins leads the way with 9 for Jefferson. And Kaba goes 2 for 2 from the line. Under a minute to play, first half. Eagles lead it by 5. Would be a huge victory here over Jefferson without Dieng. Small, pull up, it's good. 6th start of the season here for Small, 18th game that he's appeared in. Oh, the laser inside Sircone banks it home. What a feed by Dorsey. Back to a 5-point game. Shot clock is off. Eagles can take the final shot of the half if they would like to. Akkad beats the buzzer with 2-1. Akkad, excellent first half with that stroke. Akkad 3 for 3 from 3, and he's leading the way for Post with 11, leading scorer in the game. And the Post Eagles will take a 39-31 lead as we have hit halftime here in Waterbury. All right, let's go. Getting ready for the start of the second half. Eagles without Dieng have an 8-point lead as we are ready for the start of the second half here on the CACC Network. Post men's basketball, Jefferson men's basketball, as we welcome you courtside and say hello and welcome back. Griffin Cass on hand here at the Drubner Center. Eagles 39, Rams 31. Akot leads the way for the Eagles with 11. As Hawkins leads the way for Jefferson with 9. Ready for the start of the second half here. Taking a look at the first half stats. Eagles as a team 14 for 26 from the field in that first half. Shot it very well, 6 for 13 from 3. And Jefferson 12 for 30 from the field and 4 for 12 from 3. So ready for the start of the second half. Williams, Thomas, Akot, Warnock, and Small, the 5 out on the floor for the Eagles. Dorsey, Miller, Hawkins, Fullerton, and Kaba, the 5 on the floor here for Jefferson. This is a rematch of the 2024 CACC semifinals where Jefferson won 70-58. Second half underway. This is the 28th all-time meeting between the Eagles and the Rams. The Eagles have lost the last 3 meetings, including in that semifinal matchup. Akot, excellent first half shooting the ball. Doesn't carry over here on his first shot of the second half. Yeah, no Dane Dieng. Don't even see him in the building. He's not even on the bench. And this is a 3, Kaba short, and the weak side rebound, Williams. Looking at the turnovers, 6-5 Jefferson in that first half. Thomas had an excellent first half with 9 points, averages 6 on the game, on the season, I should say. A small little chisel. Take it under the basket. The bounce for Akot. He'll kick it, intercepted. Dorsey with an education and anticipation. And he goes the other end for 2. Third steal of the game here for Jefferson. Have an issue with the shot clock there. Largest lead for Jefferson was at 3. Largest lead for Post was at 10. This will be Miller defending Akot. And the DHO is Small. Akot hit 3 threes in that first half, and this one is short. Long rebound, Small, fades. And Dorsey, only standing at 5'11", pulls down the rebound amongst the trees. (17-14) Jefferson. 18-14 Jefferson in the rebounding category. This will be Hawkins. Tied up with Williams. Possession Rams. Hawkins and Miller not on the same page there. 2 leading scorers, heads of the snake here for this Jefferson team. Big time conference meeting here this afternoon, Jefferson and Post. Jefferson women's beat Post in the first half of our doubleheader. The lean, the flip by Thomas, and the rebound by Kaba. Numbers, a 3-on-2. He'll bump on a cut, goes inside for 2. A strong move there by Kaba. And the lead cut down to 4 for Post. Oh, the spinning Williams, the kick out, and Small loads one up from 3, and Kaba boards. Dorsey. Hawkins. Spin. Kept that pivot foot down. A little over 3 minutes gone here in the second half. The pull-up, long two, Fullerton, box out by Small and rebound by Warnock. Williams the other way. The spin, the kick, the extra feed to Warnock. Put it on the deck, got the step on Hawkins and draws the foul. Warnock 3 for 4 from the free throw line in that first half. He'll shoot his 5th and 6th free throws here. Warnock, a graduate student from Baldwin, New York. Eagles on the board here in the second half, leading at 41-35. Jefferson getting into a set. Pull up, Miller, cans it. Nice little bounce there from Dorsey, and Miller, leading scorer on the season, averages 16.1 per game. A little quiet here in this ball game. First bucket of the game for Miller. Warnock puts it on the deck, muscling in, kicking. Williams got his legs under him. 3 is off the mark, and Miller rebounds and pushes. Pulls, and it's back-to-back buckets. Pull-up pops from the foul line for Miller. Starting to get going now, 2 for 6 from the field. 4 points for Miller. And it's a 2-point game. Duncan and Alsey to the score table. Warnock muscling. Layup is good and a foul. A chance at a 3-point play. Warnock now into double figures. Give him 11. Thomas and Small out. Duncan and Alsey in. And Hawkins not a fan of the call. He'll need a sub out here. Sircone subs in. Warnock is 5 for 6 from the line. Six for 7. String music. 3-point play completed. Warnock leading the way with 12. No Jefferson players are in double figures. It's Hawkins and Faba with 9 apiece. 15:25 to play here in regulation. 44-39 Eagles lead. Without their superstar here, Dieng. Against a Jefferson team who won the CACC last season. Granted, a lot of turnover with a good amount of Division I transfers. Miller and Duncan boards. Duncan pushes. Shut off there by Cobbin. Reset it with a cot. 5 minutes gone here in the second half. The slithery slippering a cot, and it's blocked by Sircone. An excellent defensive stand there by the freshman, and Dorsey, the quick drive, the kick. Miller, extra feed. Fullerton. Ball knocked around and is taken away by Dorsey. What a hustle play there by number 3. Fullerton kicking. Miller. DHL. Dorsey, no hesitation. Pinballing out on the 3. And Alsey, walking the tightrope, was able to stay in play. Williams will get into the paint, and Akot will reset it. Warnock going to work. Another and one for Warnock. He will not be denied. Warnock 6 for 7 from the line, and he's got 14 as Radcliffe will sub out Alsey. Warnock carrying the load offensively here in the second half, and a timeout will be called by Jefferson. Eagles with an 8-point lead, the same lead that they had coming into this half with. It's 8-8 here in the second half. Harry Warnock in the second half going to absolute work. He's got 15 on the game, leading all scorers. And the Eagles back to an 8-point lead here, 14-14 to play in the second half. Again, no Dang Dieng. First team All-CAC selection last season for the Eagles. Dieng averages 17.8 points per game. Offensive. Get it on Sircone, and the Eagles will take over. 8 turnovers now for Jefferson. Post has committed 6. It's Akot, Thomas, Duncan, Radcliffe, and Small. The 5 on the floor here for Post. Kaba, Miller, Sircone, Dorsey, and Fullerton. 5 for Jefferson. Small will hand it off to Akot. And he'll try and get the step on Fullerton, gliding his way for 2. Akot is slippery inside. And he's got 13 now, his first points of the second half. Eagles have equaled their largest lead of the game. Radcliffe fouls Sircone on the drive. So Williams and Warnock will sub in, and Radcliffe and Akot will sub out. Thomas McLean into the game here for Jefferson. Sircone misses the second. Same team, Thomas has got it, and Small and Thomas share some friendly smiles after that. He's like, no, I want that rebound. No, I want the rebound. Thomas gets it to his good friend Small. Put it on the deck, the spin, the fade, Small. Good space creation there, just couldn't knock it down. Miller, cross, flurry of handles. Dorsey will load one up. It's a 3, and it's short. And the ball hit around and taken away, and the Eagles have got it. We're under 13 minutes to play in regulation. Eagles with a 9-point lead. Cross by Warnock, the kick. Thomas lets it fly. Hit out of bounds, last touch Jefferson. And Troy McGregor into the game here for Dorsey. Small back door and an Eagles turnover. Their 7th of the game. Kaba put it on the deck. Pitch it out. This is a 3. And an excellent box out there by Warnock. Thomas hangs, fouled. They get it on Miller. And Thomas, an 86% free throw shooter, to the line. Thomas 18 for 21 from the line on the year. Anthony Chin and Akot in, Small and Duncan out.
You got Troy. Isaiah, who you got?
This is the largest lead of the game for the Eagles at 11. As Thomas is into double figures now with 11. So 3 different Eagles in double figures. Warnock with 15, Akot with 13, and Thomas with 11. They say last touch Thomas. Thomas McLean, 1 dribble, 1 shot. The 3 is off, and Sircone the offensive rebound. And Healy traveled there. Miller got the chair pulled out from under him and couldn't finish, and the ball punched out of bounds there by Warnock. Ulsey in, Warnock out.
Get off, Tyler. Derrick's got there. Get 15. Upstream. Upstream.
Miller, McGregor, shot clock violation. I don't think McGregor knew that the shot clock was dwindling down there, and it's 9 turnovers now for Jefferson. 9 turnovers for Jefferson, 7 for Post. Akot pull up. Coming up on the midway point here in the second half, Eagles with an 11-point advantage. Kaba fades and drills it. He's had himself a really nice game. Only Jefferson player now in double figures with 11. 9-point Eagles lead. DHO. Akot the weave. Akot leans. Keeps that pivot foot down. Shovel it to Williams on the cut and will back it out. 10 to shoot. Williams will fade. Williams and McGregor rebounds. And the push ahead. Miller takes it in. Leaves it. Oh, Sircone could not catch it. And Thomas comes away with it. 10 turnovers now for Jefferson. Williams extremely shifty guard. Trying to shift gears, and Akot has McGregor on him. Wants a clear out. He wants to take McGregor. Now he swings it, and Williams will carve in. He'll fade. Williams, Ulsey rebounds, back up and in. A timeout, a 30-second timeout called by Mark Kuntz. Eagles lead back to 13. All right, out of the 30-second Mark Kuntz timeout, 53-42 Eagles lead midway through the second half. No DAing, but the Eagles up by 11 against the Jefferson team who won the conference last year. Thomas McLean, McGregor, Miller, Fullerton, and Kaba. The 5 on the floor here for Jefferson. Akot, Warnock, Small, Ulsey, and Duncan, the 5 for the Eagles. Thomas McLean, a rise and a fire. 3 is off, and a caught boards. Quick drive, a caught the scoop. And Cabo rejected that one as Sircone is coming back in here for Jefferson. Thomas McLean will sit. Five-second violation on a caught. Thought that was a quick count. Miller one-on-one with Duncan. Miller, 15 feet out. Rebound, McGregor found the loose change and picks up 2. Back to a single-digit game, 9-point game, under 9 minutes to play in regulation. Eagles looking to hang on to what would be a big win. Both teams 4-3 in conference, small 3. Both teams are 4-3 in conference, and the Eagles without Dieng. McGregor, kick it. Miller. Duncan, the help defense, and a jump ball, and possession, Eagles. Heads up. Defensive help there by Duncan. As Williams and Thomas will sub in here for post. 8:36 to play in the fourth. In the second half. Used to the women's game with the 4 quarters. 2 halves here in men's. 2 20-minute halves, and we have 8.5 to play. Bump, fade. Thomas, yes sir. Pretty. He's had himself such a beautiful game here for the Eagles. He's got 13 points. He got an average of 6 points per game on the year. Eagles back in front by 11. Kaba. Thomas nearly had the steal. Miller. Kaba, 3. Didn't have enough on it. Fighting for the rebound. Sircone picks it up. We get a kickball violation there on Warnock with 7:50 to play here in the second half. Alsey subs in and Warnock subs out. Okada and Small out as Dorsey subs back in for Jefferson. So Dorsey and McGregor, 2 small guards on the floor here at the same time for Jefferson. Duncan with some stellar defense. Plenty of time on the shot clock here for Jefferson. Dorsey infiltrates the lane, pulls and hits. A nice pull-up game there by Dorsey, and it's back to a single-digit game. Jefferson has got to get stops here. Down 9, 7.5 to play in the second half. And this will be Duncan makes up his mind, shuffle the feet, drag the pivot foot, and a travel on the Eagles.
Swifty to Reed. Swifty to Reed. Swifty to Reed. Come on, Sean.
Akot, Warnock, and Thomas have combined for 41 of the Eagles' 55 points. Akot and Thomas on the floor. Warnock is at the scores table. The pull-up, Fullerton, yes sir. Nice back-to-back pull-up pops by Jefferson, and they're back within 7 with under 7 to play in the second half. Got a good game for you here at the Judmer Center. Women's team lost by 26 to Jefferson. Illegal screen. They get Alsey as the culprit. I don't want to try and correct the officials, but it looked like Alsey came set there. Maybe he threw out the hip at the last second, couldn't see it, but it looked like the feet were set. So Jefferson can make it a 2-possession game here with a bucket. Jefferson 40% from the field, Post 42% from the field. Jefferson has struggled with that 3-ball here this afternoon, 4 for 20. Again, they're a 37% three-point shooting team on the year. McGregor. Good blitz there by Warnock. It goes into the corner, and Dorsey will put it on the deck. Shot clock at 4. Dorsey muscling and fouled. They get it on the floor. And Williams picks up the foul. So shot clock will reset to 20 with 6:19 to play in the second half. Into Miller. Does not trickle in, and Warnock clears. Warnock the spin, the drive, and a foul, offensive. They get it on Warnock. The wraparound hook there. And Mark Kuntz not happy with the call. Under 6 minutes to play here in the second half. 7-point game. Jefferson out of the South Division in the CACC. Post out of the North Division. Sircone for 2. It's a 5-point game. Jefferson on a mini run here. Jefferson all of a sudden with some momentum here. Down by 8 coming into the half. Small. Had a notion. Leans. 7 to shoot. Warnock recognizes it. Fires. Warnock with a 3. And a timeout called by Mark Kuntz. Harry Warnock. Big time game for the Eagles. He's got 18. Out of the Mark Kuntz timeout off of the Harry Warnock big-time triple. It's an 8-point Eagles lead. Miller, Hawkins, McGregor, Dorsey, and Fullerton. 5 on the floor for Jefferson. Williams, Small, Akot, Thomas, and Warnock, the 5 for the Eagles. Coming up on 5 to play here in the second half. 8-point game. Dorsey. Miller, tight handle. Fullerton infiltrates the lane, tied up, and a jump. They'll get possession. Jefferson.
That's why you always want to have the numbers, because I never know what possession you're on, then you have to think in your head too much. So it's better to just know numbers.
6 to shoot.
I couldn't see and another shot that I couldn't see. Pretty good.
Dorsey will go across the lane, stop the fade, short, and Warnock collects the board. 4:45 to play here in the second half. Eagles with an 8-point cushion without their leading scorer on the year, Deng Dieng. Warnock has got it. He's been the guy here offensively for the Eagles with 18 points, chiseling the spin, poked free. Fullerton takes it away. As we are coming up on 4 to play here in the second half. Jefferson, slip, McGregor traveled. Eagles will play at Bloomfield on Tuesday. They will have a 2-game CACC road trip. Bloomfield on Tuesday, Wilmington on Saturday. And Jefferson will be playing at Georgian Court on Tuesday at 8 p.m., late start time. Eagles trying to finish the job, leading by 8, coming up on 4 minutes to play. Fake the DHO, and now Warnock finds a cot. Miller defending, and Williams, that's gorgeous. So pretty. Quick first step, the rise and the fire, and Eagles back up by double figures. Still time here for Jefferson. 3:40 to play here in the second half. A good switch there by the Eagles. 11 to shoot. Miller. Swing it. Dorsey rip through and drive. The pull-up is good. And he has something to say to the Eagles student section after the bucket. Second half, Eagles looking good. Leading by 11. Second half, Eagles looking good. Leading by 11. A caught slippery. The scoop. The miss. And Warnock the foul. Thomas with 16 here today. What a game for number 2. Graduate student from Maryland. He has equaled his season high on the season with 16 when he had that against Holy Family on the 4th of January. The drive, Akot collects it and fouled with 1:58 to play. If the Eagles can hang on, and it's looking very good, would be a huge win without Deng Dieng against the defending CACC champions. The Eagles with the victory here would move to 5-3 in conference. Williams double dribbled and a turnover. Warnock, Thomas, Akot have combined for 47 of the Eagles' 63. The big 3 here today. Akot, a second-team All-CACC selection last season. Hawkins has been quiet since those first few minutes, got into foul trouble. Minute and a half to play. Jefferson needs a score here to stay breathing. Miller. Hawkins, 6 to shoot. Lumbering his way into the lane and picking up 2. 9-point game. Akot fouled with 1:17 to play. So 1-of-1 here for Akot. He is 2 for 2 from the free throw line. That one settles in for a caught. Back to a double-digit lead. Jefferson has got to go quick. Coming up on a minute to play here in the second half. McGregor. Hawkins, the flyby, the drive, the floater. Missed it but fouled with 56.6 remaining. Hawkins 1 for 1 from the line here in this one. Second on the team in points per game at 15.5 and 81% free throw shooter. Missed the second, ball hit out of bounds. Last touch they say Jefferson, and Jefferson will take a timeout with 54.6 remaining here in the second half. Eagles with a 9-point lead. All right, out of the timeout, 54.6 remaining here in the second half. The Eagles with a 9-point lead, looking good. Still some work to do coming out of the timeout. Caught. Thomas, Warnock have combined for 48, and a caught fouled as Hawkins will get set to sub back in. Caught's 3 for 4 from the line. This is it for the Eagles the rest of the way. Free throws. You make your free throws, you'll win the game. Getting 1-1 here, not double bonus. Clutch. Caught earns himself one more. A 71% free throw shooter coming into today. He's got 15 now. Give him 16. Back to an 11-point Eagles lead. 50 seconds to play here in regulation. Hawkins, Small nearly poked it, and he does poke it. Akot keeps it in. And Akot fouled once more. Eagles, bearing a miracle, are going to get their 11th win of the season, their 5th in conference, without their leading scorer on the season. Akot looking for points 17 and 18. Free throws and you're in the clear. Akot's been huge down the stretch. In the Felician game 2 weeks ago, he was big with some free throws down the stretch. No, excuse me, not 2 weeks ago. On Tuesday the 14th, in the 74-69 win, and he's huge down the stretch here against Felician from the line. 40 seconds to play, Eagles with a 13-point lead. Bearing something out of this world, it's a McGregor 3, short. A caught rebound, and he's fouled, and that's going to do it. Eagles going to get a huge victory here without Dang Dieng against the defending CACC champs with 27.2 remaining. Caught with 18 leading the way. Big from the line down the stretch here. Caught 7 for 8 from the free throw line. Warnock also 7 for 8. And the Eagles smiling, starting to celebrate a little bit. Caught leading all scorers in the game now with 19. 9 for 10 from the free throw line. Caught seals it down the stretch with some big-time free throws. Eagles with a 15-point lead. Fullerton long 2. Off the mark and a foul on the floor. They get it on Williams. So it'll be free throws here for McGregor, 1-1. McGregor, he's only taken 6 free throws on the season, 3 for 6, so 50%. Caught, Warnock, and Thomas combined for 54 of the Eagles' 70 points here this afternoon. Big-time performance from those 3. Needed a scoring lift without Dieng. Tip-in is good. Needed a scoring lift without Dieng. And Derek Thomas really picked it up as it's into Williams. It's stripped and stolen. Hawkins, the layup is good. 70-60, 16 seconds left. Get it into Williams. Williams trapped. And the timeout is called by Akot. 12 seconds remaining. 70-60 Eagles, looking good. Still got a few more seconds left. Twelve seconds remaining. Eagles leading by 10. And again, Akot, Warnock, and Thomas combined for 54 of the Eagles' 70 points. No Dang Dieng here today. Somebody needed to step up, next man up mentality. You knew that Akot and Warnock were going to be around their season average, possibly more, and it is more. And Derek Thomas, the second, only averages 6 points per game on the year. He's got 16, really covering up for the points there. As Thomas will throw it in, and it's intercepted. Cobb of the drive, lost it, out of bounds. With 10.2 remaining, Eagles dodge a little bit of a bullet there. Thomas looking, gets it in Williams, and Williams breaks the press, and that's going to do it. Eagles will win 70-60, huge win, and improve to 11-9 on the year, 5-3 in conference. Jefferson drops to 10-8 and 4-4 in conference. For our fantastic athletic communication staff here at Post University, Griffin Cass saying so long from Waterbury.
Test, test. All right, Mike Vesci joining you for the post-game show, joined alongside Harrison Warnock as Griffin Cass had to run out of here after the game. Harrison, you had 7 points in the first half. You finished the game with 18, 5 of 6 shooting, 7 of 8 free throws made, and then you led the team with 8 rebounds. You led all scorers and players with 8 rebounds. Tell me about your performance today. What went into it?
I just want to come out here and play as hard as I can, especially with a tough loss we just had in Caldwell, and definitely need this game. And we know Jefferson's a very good team, so I just want to come out and play confident.
And talk a little bit about how tough this Jefferson team is, because you saw them last year in the CACC tournament. I believe this was only the 4th win in program history that you guys, 4th or 5th win in program history that this program has had against the Rams.
Yeah, no, they're always very well coached. They come out, they play hard. They always got guys that can make shots. So, we know the deal when it's going to be a battle fighting them.
Talk about what the mindset was kind of going into this game. I know last game, I believe you guys were 11 of 38 shooting in that first half against Caldwell. You had a really low offensive performance, I think 56 points in that one. So what kind of helped the offense get going today, where you guys ended up shooting 22 of 51 in the game, and in the first half you guys came out firing 4 for 4 and then finished the half shooting 53% at 14 for 26?
I felt like we just had a good step to us, some confidence coming into this game. We had some good practices, some good shooting going on, so we know that we had some offensive struggles, so this was definitely a big game for us to get our offensive rhythm back. And
then finally, you had I think you had 2 or 3 three-point plays there in the second half there, because you end up finishing the game with 11 second half points. Talk about that battle down low with some of the bigs that you had against Jefferson.
Oh, yeah, they're tough. They definitely, they want to bang down low, and, I got to go up strong and finish tough plays.
Harrison, thank you for joining us. We'll bring in Derek Thomas for our second interview of the post-game show. Derek, coming into this game, coming off of injury, he was out for about a month, and in today's game had 16 points, had 9 in the first half. Derek, you finished the game 6 for 9 overall, 2 for 4 on three-point shots, and 2 for 2 from the free throw line, along with 6 rebounds. Talk about how your performance has started to evolve in the last couple of weeks since coming back from that injury.
Yeah, anytime you're coming off of injury, it's always tough to get that flow back. So you always just want to go in there, play tough, do as best you can, let the game come to you. That's what I tried to do today.
I believe since you came back, you had a double-double in one of the games, and then you had this performance today. Talk about how you've kind of reintegrated yourself into the role and what it was like kind of bouncing back from the injury you were dealing with.
For sure. Coach always talks about toughness. That starts with rebounding the ball, playing defense. So that's one of the first 2 keys we try to get every single game. As long as we get that, then we should be good. So.
And now personally for you, coming into this performance after the game against Caldwell, which was kind of a downer for all the players on this team, what was kind of your mindset going into this performance in this game?
Today was definitely like a get-back game. A game against Caldwell, hard-fought game, but we couldn't get over the hump. So today we had to get it back today and just do as best we can, come out strong, come out tough, and play the right way. And that's how we got the win today.
The CACC North right now is a bloodbath. I don't know if you know the standings from top to bottom. You guys came into today at 4th, even though you had a winning record in the conference in the North. Talk about what it's going to be like now heading on the road to face Bloomfield, which is one of the top teams in the North, and then Wilmington after that.
Well, we can't focus too much on the standings. We just got to focus on the next game and then the next game after that. Handle business first with Bloomfield, and then we'll take it from there.
Derek Thomas Jr. finishing the game with 16 points. The Eagles win 70-60. They'll head on the road for 2 games against Bloomfield and Wilmington before returning home in a couple of weeks. Mike Vesci signing off. Thank you for joining us for today's matchup. If you still want to tune into some more action around Post University, men's ice hockey is currently in the second period, taking over on the CACC network.